This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
Expansion continued this week on the Grant County PUD's fiber optic network as crews work to install conduit and other infrastructure in the Crystal Springs subdivision north of Moses Lake.
Walls were raised on Friday for the 14th Habitat for Humanity home in the Moses Lake area.
A Moses Lake man has been crowned as a world champion after he and his 8-man rowing crew won the Under-23 World Rowing Championship in Poland over the weekend.
It's almost football time, and the local Pac-12 teams, University of Washington and Washington State, have both released their fall camp schedules leading into the regular season.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Expansion continued this week on the Grant County PUD's fiber optic network as crews work to install conduit and other infrastructure in the Crystal Springs subdivision north of Moses Lake. Further build-ins to the high-speed system are also scheduled to begin later this year in the city of George. Once complete, the work in both locations will add residents in 1,400 homes to the network.
We're full speed ahead on this. We're doing everything we can, and if all goes well, we anticipate having this project and the project over by George done by the end of the year. What we hear is that folks are just excited to be getting fiber, and so people are really pleased. In fact, crews today just said they had some popsicles dropped off to them by a local future customer of fiber.
Approximately 12,000 Grant PUD customers are still eagerly awaiting a connection to the utility's fiber lines, which offer dramatic improvements to the internet speeds of its users, making the crews providing these upgrades a welcome sight in the neighborhood.
The fact that my son and my husband will be able to play faster and I won't have to hear them anymore.
Fiber in your neighborhood, good?
It'll be good if it'll increase the speed in my internet.
Okay, is your family excited?
Yes.
Okay.
Ours is very slow.
More than 50% of those who are being added to the high-speed fiber network have already purchased a pre-sold subscription through a local internet provider. Grant PUD commissioners allocated $7 million from the utility's financial reserves earlier this year to conduct the latest round of fiber upgrades. When more funding becomes available, the next areas in line to receive fiber integration are in Trinidad and off-island Crescent Bar. Reporting for iFIBER 1 News, I'm Chris Hansen.
This segment is brought to you by
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
Walls were raised on Friday for the 14th Habitat for Humanity home in the Moses Lake area. Madison Jennings and her 2 children, ages 8 and 6, were on hand Friday as Columbia Basin Job Corps students helped raise the walls of their new home. Habitat for Humanity of Greater Moses Lake has been fundraising for 3 years to make the Jennings new home possible. The first of 13 completed homes was built in 1998, and the organization builds a new home about every 3 years. Homes are sold to the partner families at no profit with a low-interest mortgage. Homeowners must meet several qualifications, including income restrictions and about 450 hours of sweat equity into the building of their new home. Habitat officials say each home is built off the family's needs and income restrictions. Terry Hall, construction consultant and site manager, said it takes about 9 months to construct each home, all done with the help of volunteers, including Job Corps and area churches and businesses. Hall said they're hoping to have the 14th home ready for the Jennings in time for the holidays. The Jennings were joined by family and friends and Moses Lake Christian Church Associate Pastor Phil Payne for a brief prayer before Madison and Job Corps students raised the first wall of the new home. For more information on homeowner applications, volunteer, and donation opportunities, visit habitatmoseslake.org. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
A Moses Lake man has been crowned as a world champion after he and his 8-man rowing crew won the Under-23 World Rowing Championship in Poland over the weekend. Madison Molitor is a collegiate rower for the University of Washington. Molitor was one of 22 college rowing athletes selected to compete in the international contest. Molitor's team took the gold after setting a new fastest time in the 2,000-meter race. The U.S. crossed the finish line with Great Britain coming in second and Romania finishing third. Madison's family says they don't know if he has Olympic aspirations, but U.S. Olympic rowing coach Mike Teddy says Molitor and his teammates are candidates for the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. I'm Sean Goggins for iFIBER 1 News.
It's almost football time, and the local Pac-12 teams, University of Washington and Washington State, have both released their fall camp schedules leading into the regular season. The University of Washington are getting started this coming Thursday on August 2nd. The Huskies will have closed practices on August 8th and August 17th, and Picture Day will be on August 11th. Practices will be closed to the public starting August 19th. The Washington State Cougars will be in Pullman and Lewiston during fall camp. The Cougars will start in Pullman this coming Saturday on August 3rd. They will then travel to Lewiston the following day, where they'll practice for a week before returning back to Pullman the following Friday. Full pad practice won't start until August 7th, and similar to the Huskies, the Cougars will only allow public access until mid-August. Starting August 21st, practices will be closed to the public. Both teams will start the regular season on September 1st. The Huskies will travel to Atlanta to take on the Auburn Tigers on a neutral field. The Cougars will travel to the University of Wyoming to take on the Wyoming Cowboys. I'm Adam Jakoski for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.